Assalamu alaikum friends and welcome back to the course. In this video, I'm going to continue our refactoring. So in the previous video, we stopped here. We took out the fix there, but I believe you should test this alone before, right? So let me do Control Z, like this is the thing we did. And we extracted this function called fix there. But before that, like I will put it as it is right now. Let me delete that and go back here. And instead of doing the time, I'm going to create a var called times like that. Create it here. And then I need to convert this one to array. So at least I can use this code in here. Then I'm going to return simply the double array. Okay, because I need to test if everything is working fine step by step. Now for this, I will need the $minute, which is an int, and I need the calculation method. Actually, we don't need the calculation method. We need the calculation parameters. So I can pass the calculation parameters directly. This one, I can rename it to maybe parameters, much better, much smaller, and I will put them on separate lines. Now here, I'm going to copy that and I'm going to paste it here. Yeah, this one. This one is fine. The only remaining thing is this two. What I'm going to do also, I'm going just to copy those code. I'm going to delete it from the big class. Where is this code? This just time, right? I will delete this code, this one. And I believe this is the function we are looking for. I'm going also to copy it, right? And I'm going to put it here so we can call it directly. I believe there is some errors. Okay, there are a lot of errors. There is problem. Okay, let's go back. If you see sometimes it's a lot problematic, you can simply go back, just roll back like that. So here I will take this from this code. What I'm going to do before that, I'm going to return this function because we are using this one. Here we are passing a double array. Here is what I'm going to do. I'm going to pass prayer times, right? And then I'm going to do dot to array, okay? So we don't break anything. Now, instead of calling this code in here, I will delete it, right? And I will go to this function. Okay, now I can remove this one. And instead of passing it like that, I'm going to do it like the following var. And then I can create other thing called val prayer times like that. And I can pass this prayer times. So I keep the safety here. So here in the adjust time, what I'm going to do, I'm going to delete this code up until here. Because this code is already presented here, I think. Yeah, exactly. This is the one, and it is presented here. So I can delete all of that code up until here. Exactly, we need some times. So here is the thing. I'm going to do val, and I'm going to name it times. I'm going to use a times, and here I'm going to call my method, my adjust times, right? So of course it's private right now. Let's make it like that. It's var for the moment. We are not changing it. You can keep it val. I believe this should work. This is a small step, like this is really small step. Hopefully it will work. Here we need many things. We need the longitude like that. We need the $minutes, and we need the calculation method dot calculation parameters. I think there is a problem. What's the problem actually? Okay, we need the time zone before that. And now we should run our code and it should pass. It's not passing. Wow, this is a problem. Actually, one test is only not passing. Well, this is pretty weird. All right, so here is the thing. We have only one test, which is this one, and it's not passing. Let's check why it's not passing, like what is the problem. The values here are the same. The values here are not the same. The sunrise, this value here is the same. Same. The Maghrib and sunset, same. It is the same. The only problem is in the sunrise. If you look at the sunrise like that, where is the sunrise again? The values of the sunrise are pretty much the same except the last one. Okay, I think it's only the last value. Exactly. It's only the last value. We expected with 9 and it was with 7. Well, this is really problematic, like because everything is passing. It's only that thing. And I believe we changed nothing. Actually, we are just calling to the previous function like that, and you are converting it to array. I think there is something in here. We are lacking precision. Like this is really crucial. In this scenarios, like I believe if you take a look at the test, of course, all the tests are passing except this one. And now in this situation, you should really roll back, right? You should really roll back. But before rolling back, I'm going to do something just to ensure that this is the thing that introduced the problem. Let me go back to this adjust time. I'm going to use the same one as here, right? To see if really I'm breaking something or not. So let's go back here. I believe that was the previous code, right? We took the times and then using those times, exactly, we took those times and then we did something like that. Here's what we did. And this is making the issue. I believe we should try whether this is really making the issue or not. So let's roll back. Let's roll back. I deleted that function and let's go here and see if all of our tests are passing. Exactly, all of our tests are passing. Now I'm going to change it only here. I need to see whether our code is doing the problem. So it was actually here. I'm going to copy the previous code and paste it here. So here is what we are doing. We are doing something like that, right? So here what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this times and put their indices here to see really if that was the issue or not. I'm going to put 0. I believe I can delete that right now. And then here, like it is the times, all right, let's select. We are using this times. And now what I can do, I can assign this times one more time because it's simply reassignment. I'm going to convert this into an array. This should break nothing. Let's run it. Exactly, it's problem here. So the problem is really weird. Like the same problem is happening. Okay, where is the sunrise? Please confirm it is the sunrise again. Here is the sunrise. Exactly, it is the sunrise issue. So just by converting it to another object, you are having this problem. Actually, it didn't happen in a lot of tests. It's only one test. So it means there is a problem with precision. We need to fix the precision problem. This means that we should have a discussion within the team, of course, about the precision problem. Like this precision problem, I hate precision problems. Floating points are really a nightmare in mostly all computer systems, so this is really problematic. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to fix the test for the favor of this refactoring, because actually we didn't break something, like really. If you think about it, it's just simple changes, right? It's simple changes in prayer time. But this is a problem regarding the precision values, okay? So I'm going to continue this refactoring. So here we have this time changes, right? I'm going to use this time changes. This is adjustment of the prayer. I'm going to create a function for that in the prayer times. So how can I adjust it? I will create another prayer time from the current prayer time, right? This is prayer time or prayer times. And here I'm going to just copy the previous one. Like this is the beauty about data classes. I'm going to copy this one. And here in the place of doher, what I'm going to do, I'm going to replace it with another one, which is like here in the doher. It will be the previous doher plus, here's the plus right here. And then the following. We need, of course, some kind of doher minutes. So let's pass it. It will be an int. Okay, this is just doher. Now I can go back to my code and instead of doing this one, I'm going to delete this thing and do here adjust doher. And I need to pass the doher minutes here. I expect this will work except that test. Exactly, it is only that test. So let's fix it right now. I'm going to take the actual value of the sunrise, like the following. I will go to the resources and I need to fix it for that particular test, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, which is the fourth one. I believe this one, which is for 4. Awesome. We need to fix that here. It is only 7 here. Nice. Rerun it again. It should pass. Okay, everything's passing. Hopefully we won't get into that scenario again. Nice. We are going to do the same thing for the Maghrib. Okay, so I'm going to do an adjustment for Maghrib also. Let's create a function for that. So the adjustment for the Maghrib work like the following. So we need to do the following. We need to get the sunset. I will add, and then we will add the Maghrib parameter right there, right? Otherwise, we are not changing it. Previously in the doher, we are always changing the value of doher. But here, sometimes we change it, sometimes we are not. So I copied that if and else and put it directly into the function. I can remove this. Now I can use this function directly there. So here I'm going to adjust for Maghrib and I can pass the calculation method dot calculation parameter. And of course I can delete that. Run it and it should work. Exactly, it is working, and I will keep doing the same thing. Same thing, adjusting for Asia, right? Calculation parameter, if it is Asia minutes, we are using the Maghrib plus the Asia parameter. Otherwise, we are using the previous Asia parameter. All right, this is always returning prayer times. Go back, let's add it here. We need calculation method, of course. Sorry, calculation parameters. And I can delete this one and run the tests. It should pass. Awesome. Now for the last thing, we need to copy also this. We need to adjust for higher latitude methods. Actually, to do that, we need to also refactor this function. We need to take this function out of here. So this is taking a double array and returning a double array. This is really problematic. We need to see how we can deal with it. I don't want it to be a really big step because that's the only way on how to do it. I want to refactor it easily. So I'm going to do the following. Instead of passing a double array, I'm passing prayer times. Nice. And then here, what I'm going to do, of course, I'm going to delete that array. This will be a problem. Okay. I'm going to create another time like that. I'm going to name it prayer times like the following. And here I'm going to pass that time and change it like that. I believe this should pass. Now here, what I'm going to do as a first step to confirm that I'm doing nothing stupid, I'm going to do the following. I'm going to rename this to prayer times like that, and then use a variable called times and convert from prayer times to an array. Actually, this should change nothing. Exactly, it's changing something. Like this is really weird. Okay, what's happening? This one is failing, this one is failing, this one is failing, this one is failing. There is a pattern, right? I believe there is a pattern. So we made a mistake somewhere. Let's go back. Let's return, please. Return. We made a mistake somewhere. Of course, it doesn't make sense. Run it again. Everything's passing. Okay, let's do it one more time. Like that's the beauty of the test. This is the safety net you get by writing some solid tests. Let's go back here. What is happening? Actually, we are changing the times only when, right? Only when the higher latitude method. Let's rename this to high latitude method, maybe. Much simpler. We are changing those. All right. Sometimes you are giving it a double array. Okay. I need to see that double array for a minute. Let me just see that double array. I need to see what is happening in one of the previously failed methods. Here, this one, for example. Okay. We are not actually printing anything. This is weird. Okay. Sometimes for this one, we are printing. So this doesn't make sense. This shouldn't break. Okay. Let's try it again. Let me put prayer times here, just like that. And here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to have times equal times dot to array. This should work, I think. Only we need some times in here. Okay, here's the thing. I'm going to have another variable that is called prayer times. Again, this is the same idea as before. And instead of passing the times, I'm passing the prayer times. And this one is not working. We need prayer times. This is prayer times. Okay, I need just to delete that. We run it again, it will fail. Exactly, it will fail. It is failing for this one and for the 5. Like, I really should understand what's happening here. Like, why such simple change? Actually, it's nothing. Simple change has done all of that. And here we need some debugging because we need to understand what is actually happening under the hood. I think because we are copying and copying 1, 3, 4, we are maybe making a mistake. So I will need to interpret and see what is happening at every stage. So for the next video, we are going to see how we can debug such problem. So thank you very much and see you in the next video.